Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. All right, I'm gonna start this video now. My grandson and I just finished hilling the potatoes, and I know I'm late with it, but I added 4 bags, 2 black cow and 2 of that other natural compost that I bought. Mixed them together and we just put it around all the potatoes and healed them up. Hopefully, then I watered it because it's been in my wagon for almost a week and dried out. So then I watered it to moisten it up and hopefully stimulate those plants to start sprouting more potatoes or whatever up under there, roots, something. But anyway, we got it done. The plants look pretty decent, honestly. There's still a little freeze damage on them, but for the most part, they look pretty doggone good. And from what everybody's telling me, they should come back. They should get a lot bigger and that freeze part just kind of fall off. So hopefully that's what happens. I'll be back. All right, guys, we are doing the watering for the evening. If y'all look, Reed and I got all the grass cut. Looks a lot better when it's cut.
It does.
Wet them all good.
Yeah, no, just
And potatoes, they need a little boost since we mounded up on them and they had that freeze hit them, or that frost hit them. So hold it up a little higher.
Yeah, you're right.
You get too much pressure, you beat up them little tender leaves. So I'm teaching him how. It's pretty when it's all cut. It ain't quite green yet. We still got some brown from the frost and all, but hold it up higher. But it looks a lot better. Everything's coming along pretty doggone good. I'm pleased with it. That little bitty green bean right there is the last one to come up. It came up when it was covered with hay, but it came up. The squash or zucchini's doing pretty doggone good, really. That one over there, something messed with it, broke it. Might have been the cat or something, but it didn't make it. But these other 3 made it. As big as those plants get, they're probably still over planted, but there's 4 over here, so there'll be plenty. I only had 3 or 4 zucchini last year, I think 4, and this is 7. So 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, there's more this year. And then I only had 4 to 6, probably 6 squash plants, and this time I've got at least 8. So, and I'll hopefully plant some more once these get bigger so I can have squash growing and producing squash later than, you know, keep it all going. He's already watered the onions. Looks pretty good. They're starting to perk up a little bit. It was 80 degrees today. So, as you can see, we mounded up all that soil around those potatoes. And hopefully that'll help. And they'll all start growing big like that one there. And that one there. But anyway, just wanted to show y'all my grandson's helping and learning.
I'm not really sure which direction that goes.
You don't go that across, you come around. You'll tear up the plants with that hose. You come around all of it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'll probably add a little bit to it tomorrow, being Sunday, and see if there's any difference in it after a good watering and some couple of, I think this tomorrow will be the 3rd sunshiny day. So anywho, that's what it's all about. y'all plant something. I mean, if you fail, you fail. But if you don't, hey, you got food that don't have no chemicals and none of the additives that all these companies are adding. So plant some food. We'll see y'all. All right, here we go again, guys. All right. Had a viewer comment that I needed to fold them bags down so they'd get more sun, they'd grow faster. And I actually thought of that several weeks ago and just didn't do it. I thought, well, it's helping protect them from the wind. So it's kind of the sun's going to help them grow a lot faster. But I couldn't fold it down any more than that. I tried. But some of them I did. I mean, I've got some 10-gallon grow bags and I've got some 7-gallon grow bags. And these 7s, it was easier to fold them down than the 10 gallons. But either way, I've got all the tall ones folded down. And I did some weed picking today. I went through this early pea bed and pulled out every weed I saw. And didn't really have to pull anything out of the purple peas and green beans over here. Hadn't had any weeds come up in it yet, which it is all store-bought there. There's none of my compost in it. The compost, you know, is going to have more weeds in it. But I did pull quite a bit out of here, out of the zucchini, and over in the squash bed. One more popped up. Look at that. So it's possible that the others will pop up. And what I've been doing is when I see them little bitty weeds, if there's a bunch of them, I just take my hand and kind of break the top a little bit. So make it a little easier for that squash to poke through the dirt. And it uproots those weeds as well. So and I get a bunch of straw and chunk it out. But I got one more that came up. That's good news. All the tomato plants in the grow bags look good. I pulled a bunch out of weeds out of the carrot bed here. Everything that I could find. I spent more time on this carrot bed than the others, but I don't see any more weeds in there. And of course, we healed the potatoes the other day, my grandson and I. So and we watered a little bit. So I'll water again tonight, right before dark, and hopefully healing these things will help them produce more potatoes. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this stuff. I'm learning just like you guys are. I dumped a bunch of extra soil in some places that I had a little bit left, so I could always add more later. And the squash over here, still only 4, and you see I raked that ground there and kind of broke the top loose. So hopefully a fifth one will pop up over here. I see I missed a weed right there. Well, I didn't miss it. I raked it up when I broke the soil, but anyway, garden looks pretty good. I'm pleased with it. The honeybees are actually loving the cardboard down there. It's catching all the moisture that goes all the way through and gets wet, and they come over and take all the water off of it. Now, with that being said, I've taken all my rain barrels and set them up along the edge of the lean-tos on the barn here. Trying, you know, they catch the rainwater off the roof. And I see a wasp flying right there. Last year there's a little nest and a big nest inside that tarp. Anyway, you see it filled this one up with 3/4 of an inch of rain. This one did not have a plug in that hole, so it filled up to the hole. But I put, and there's dead bugs in there. But I put some more floating sticks in there so the honeybees will have something to land on. That red wasp. Anyway, and this one did not hold much. And it didn't catch near as much rain because it's further out than the others. And I'll probably move it to the other side and screw a faucet in right there like I did on this one. Hopefully it'll fill up now that it's got the hole plugged. But the honeybees, and I've seen the stray cats, and I've seen my cat get up there and get water out of that blue tote or blue barrel. So it's not like they don't have access to it. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna edit these pieces together and try to have it ready for y'all on Monday morning and get a few more chores done. So far I'm extremely pleased with the garden. Did I do great? No. But for me, yep. For me, I have. The onions are doing fantastic over there, so I'm just going to sit back and try to keep the weeds under control and watch these honeybees pollinate when things get big enough and start blooming. I just enjoy it. So thank y'all for watching. Remember what I always tell you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.